feel like it was all very serendipitous. I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if I hadn't done all the other things I've been doing to get to this point. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I don't think about it too much because it's always been my happy place. It makes me feel good. Yeah, I play lots of different stuff. I suppose the broadest genre I listen to, like mainly, is probably pop music. But then I'm a bit cheeky with pop because I feel like that includes a lot of different things that some people might not determine a pop. Prince in pop, or even elements of Fleetwood Mac. Anything that's like hooky and melodic and follows a certain format, like a form of songwriting, I still think of as like having a pop sensibility, even if the production is, you know, more rock or indie or whatever. Disco for me is just, it's so complex. There's such a whole world in those songs, you know? So I think I'm always a bit blown away by the musicianship. Mostly it was really exciting, and there was a lot of serendipity because 2023 was a really busy year. It was the first year, you know, everything back to normal with festivals and touring. And because of the kitchen discos we've been doing in lockdown, we found ourselves very busy with that. We were already kind of like quite match fit. And I think that really helped a lot. So all the opportunities we got, it was like, okay, let's go. Let's absolutely take everything. And I think for me, the only bit I got a bit unnerved, and I've had this a couple of times in my career, but you know, most of the time things follow a fairly predictable trajectory, or there's, you know, and with something like that, it didn't feel like that. It felt like this feeling of like, where does it stop? Where's, you know, where to end up? And I have to feel like I'm connected to the successes, if that makes sense. Like, so I think I just needed to make sure that everything I was doing would make sense for everything that I was going to do next. So I think January, February was a bit about that, like getting my head straight. And then once I could see through it, I felt like calmer again. I think that could have happened, but I'd had a failure before that in my teens with my first band. And I think that educated me out of that kind of behavior. Because if you're not well behaved, people only stick around with you when the going is good. You know, I've got 5 children. I live near my mum. I work with my little brother and my husband. I can't become a different version of myself. I wouldn't get away with it, which is good, but also like, yeah, maybe it would have been fun. But I just don't think I got the opportunity. That community of my fans is giving me the most in my career, full stop, actually. It's because of that support that I've been able to feel safe with what I do and to really relax into myself. I think when I was younger, you know, I would always be second guessing things and worrying, and, you know, you put on a bit of a front. But thanks to performances at Pride's or, you know, GAY Club here in London or wherever they are around the world, like that embrace, like, it feels very liberating because you realize it does actually feel like love, to be honest. So you feel like this acceptance of yourself as well. One of my gay friends said to me that you don't have to be gay to come out. And I actually know I can understand that feeling because I think it allowed me to feel the most like me. That's a very special privilege. It was really cute, especially in America, because I'd never done any gigs there. I'd never released any music there. I'd never even done a radio show there until last year. And so to find, you know, people from that community who were like there waiting for me was really lovely. And it felt like a very like comforting thing to find that on the other side of the Atlantic. So I appreciated that too. I loved that shoot. Yeah, I think that's like, those pictures were really cool. Oh my goodness, I can actually remember that. Yes, weirdly, it's like one of those ones that's really like secure in my head. I can remember the space where we did the pictures. That's a long time ago. 23 years, bloody hell. I always feel like I probably wasn't that nice when I was young. It's nice stuff. If it was okay, I'm glad. Oh, thank you so much. I hope to see you in the flesh one of these days. Thank you. So will do. Take care. Thanks.